Good afternoon. This is Mark Franzen from Wearparts, and with me I've got Daren Sanders from Ottawa County, Kansas, and he's been running our Wearparts seat openers on his Case 1200 series planter, and we wanted to just catch him on some of the reasons that he runs a Wearparts seat opener on his planter. So Darren, I just wanted to ask, what is the reason you run these Wearparts seat openers on your planter?
I've been running the OEM Case blades since I started with Case planters, and the wear was, I'd get about 1 year out of them, and they would start basically chipping out, and I'd have to start replacing them, and the quality just wasn't there. I was having troubles with bearing housings and the rivets breaking. We farm a lot of no-till, rocky soil, and you always seemed like you were breaking a bearing housing, or by the end of planting season, my blades would be all chipped up and
On the edge.
And once they start getting those chips in the outer edge, they deteriorate pretty quick.
Okay. So how many acres would you have gotten with the Case OEM blades over against these Wearparts blades?
About 2,000 acres is about all I would get out of a set of OEM blades.
Okay.
And so I would have to change every year.
Okay.
And these I put on last spring, and they're good. They're good to go another year.
So how many acres do you reckon you will get out of these?
I would say 4,000.
4,000, about,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Because oftentimes you have to change them whether they're wore out or not in a season, if they're going to wear out during the season.
Yeah, I usually change, I at least change the leading edge blade, because it's the one that takes, on the Case with the leading edge design, it always takes the pressure and is actually slicing the residue in the soil, and so it wears out first. And, I couldn't get over a season with them, and these I think I'll be able to get 2 seasons. And usually by 4,000 acres, it's time to rebuild the shoe and the frog and
the whole bottom side.
Yeah, whole bottom side. And so it is, it's kind of a pain to have to change the leading one and see, if it starts going bad. And I don't, I work off farm, and so my time's pretty limited. And so I don't like breakdowns, and when I have bearings going out, and that's just downtime I don't really need. And I like this bearing housing. It's a lot heavier duty.
Okay, so this is also more rugged, because that's one thing we've seen, Darren, is these planters have gotten to be faster and faster, and the ground conditions are what they are. But in hard ground, going faster, the seat opener durability hasn't really developed in sync with the planters as they've gotten faster out there.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that we've tried to beef up our seat opener so that it can take the higher speeds and the drier conditions and the more acres. So that's good to hear. How was the install time when you put these on? Did they shim up well? Because that's one of the things.
They shimmed up really good. I didn't have too much issues there, and that's kind of the critical thing on any of the planters, is getting them shimmed, and they worked really good in that way.
Good. Was the pricing competitive?
Yeah, the Wearparts blades were a more economical price point than the OEM. I had bought a set of blades for my crustbuster drill a year ago, and they were the price point was significantly below OEM on those, and so that what led me to your blades, and like I said, I've been really pleased with them.
Good. So you're getting a better price point blade that's wearing twice as long. So your cost per acre on these blades is less than half
Yeah.
of what it would have been OEM. Well, that's a success story, isn't it? Were the blades available when you needed them?
Yep, yep, I called Brian down at New Ag Supply, and he got me set up, and went right down and picked him up, and he's a great guy to work with.
Yes, Brian's one of our top tier dealers. Very happy to have him on board. Well, that's it for today. This is Mark and Darren from Ottawa County, Kansas, going over our Wearparts seat openers. Thank you very much.